All right, Shalom Akim. Before we get started, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to the Heavenly Father and the Son by their true names, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Hara Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to all my Akim at Great Millstone pushing this truth throughout the four corners. Shalom. And before we get started, this video basically, I'm gonna name it the same as the other one. All right, America is not the promised land for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But I wanted to get a lit back speak on back when I was talking about us fleeing to West Africa and things like that. You know, and before we do that, I wanted to show you how the Northern Kingdom got over here. You know, and um before the Edomites and things like that got over here in America, you know, the Northern Kingdom was already over here. And I'm about to show you how they all this is in the scriptures. You know, that's why that's why Esau wanted to take the Apocrypha, out of the Bible. You know, the Apocrypha is a part of the Bible. Okay, and this going into the Northern Kingdom. Not going to get too much on it and things like that. But this going into the Northern Kingdom, coming over here to the unknown land, that being America, what is called America today, you know. And this was way before that Roman persecution in AD. All right, this was during the Assyrian kingdom. This second Esdras 13 and 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Osea the king, whom Salmanassar the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they unto another land. All right, that another land is talking about America over here. All right, but they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt. All right, that's talking about over here in America before it was named America and things like that, and before it was colonized. You know, um, that they might their keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land. All right, and this what's that stone? Um, the Los Lunas stone. If uh you know if you find it, you can put it in the description box or whatever, but it's plenty of historical evidence, you know showing you that the northern tribe, they spoke Hebrew, they wrote Hebrew over here in the unknown land, which is currently America. you know had fringes and everything, you name it. you know it's undeniable that you know that we the Israelites that the Bible speak of, that we make up the nation of Israel. Okay. Uh it got more into it, all the way down, but I just wanted to get this point, uh verse 40 to 42. Um and I'm about to get this going into, in school you heard of the Mayan calendar, all right? And the Mayans, were Israelites, all right? Issachar, and but now y'all got different bywords and proverb names, you know. Uh this First Chronicles 12 and 32. And of the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times, to know what Israel ought to do, the heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their commandment. All right. So that's why the Mayan calendar was so accurate. Because that's the skill that that Issachar had, that the Mayans had, which they was Israelites. All right. And that's another thing that proves that you know that we the Israelites. But I just wanted to touch on that. But the point of the video is this, showing you that, remember the video we watched, the first video, you can check it out. America is not the promised land for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the Israelites. This is not your promised land. And back when we was over there, well, not, preferably the Southern Kingdom, on the west coast of Africa. Okay, we had great kingdoms and empires and things like that, and they had wars over there also. Before we fell, we didn't just submit to Esau, the so-called white man. They had many wars over there, many battles. We won some, but overall, we lost, to Esau, the so-called white man, and he shackled us up and put us on those ships. But we was highly intelligent, you know highly civilized, or however you want to say it. We wasn't just, we're not African Americans. There's a let me get that. Here you go. Exodus 11:7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know that how that the Lord Yahweh doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. Or the Egyptians are which you would call Africans. Okay, but their biblical name, they're Hamites. Okay, and so we look totally different. The Negroes over here in America look totally different from the true Hamites over there in the land of Ham, which is called the continent, which is called Africa today. Look totally different from and then we have different spirit about us. The true Africans over there, they don't have no them Hamites over there, man, they don't have no swag or things like that. Uh, like you Negroes over here, do today over here in America do. You can clearly see that. But go back. Uh, but and while when we was on the west coast of Africa, Jake, even though we had these great kingdoms like Songhai and Mali, you know, and but Jake was into these other gods and things like that, committing spiritual adultery. Okay, spiritual adultery. Because they wasn't keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, Jake was getting into Islam and things like that. Into being a Muslim and things like that over there in Africa. This was during the Dark Ages, the Byzantines time, you know. Well, yeah, we're gonna read this out. But the point is, I wanted to speak about the you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans being prisoners of war. That's the point of the video. It said, for example, in 1444, Portuguese marauders arrived in Senegal ready to assault and capture Africans using armor. And when they say Africans, it's talking about you Israelites. All right. Uh, no, preferably the Southern Kingdom. Israelites using armor, swords, and deep sea vessels, but the Portuguese discovered that the Senegal Senegalese outmaneuvered their ships using light, shallow water vessels better suited to the estuaries of the Senegalese coast. Okay, and in addition, the Senegalese fought with poison arrows that slipped through their armor and decimated the Portuguese soldiers. Subsequently, Portuguese traders generally abandoned direct combat and established commercial relations with West and Central African leaders. All right, and that's the very nature of Esau, you know. But and the scriptures tell you, Jake, we the former of all things, you know. So these different war tactics or battle tactics that Esau has, you know, he learned it from you know, Israelites, you know. But this was just an example showing you that uh you know, it was wars over there. Let me see if it had more. Um who agreed to sell slaves taken from various African wars or domestic trading, as well as gold and other commodities in exchange for European and North African goods. Okay. All right. And I think I had another one. We can get these. This the Whitney Plantation, you know, and speaking like what I said from the last recent video, you know, you Jakes, you Negroes, uh, y'all, you went from kings, you know, and being, you know, ruling the world and things like that over there on the west coast of Africa, you know, uh, you went from ruling and things like that, ruling the whole continent of Ham, which is called Africa, to put on bottom of slave ships. But this that Whitney Plantation article, it said the vast majority of the enslaved Israelites listed on the plantation in 1819 belonged to the Mandi group of West Africa. Mandingo and Bambara in New Orleans, Congo became synonymous of Africa, like Guinea, Guinea and Saint Dominique, Haiti. The Mandi people brought very deep influences to the culture of Louisiana, including masking, which contributed to the resilient tradition of the Mardi Gras Indian in, Indians of New Orleans. All right, and showing you, you know, uh, read this. It says the Mandinka are the best known ethnic group of the Mandi peoples, all of whom spoke different dialects of the Mandi language. They are descendants of the great Mali Empire that flourished in West Africa from the 13th through the 16th centuries. Beginning in the 16th century, tens of thousands of Mandinka were captured and shipped to the Americas as slaves of the approximately 388,000 uh, Israelites who landed in America as a result of the slave trade. All right, and you can check these articles out. The Whitney Plantation, you know, because all this ties in, you know, with the Bible. And these other camps don't go over that, you know. But that's pretty much what I wanted to bring, show you that, and also show you how the Northern Kingdom, you Native American Indians, so-called Native American Indians, who are from the tribe of Gad, how y'all originally got over here, And I went in Apocrypha, you know. It's the this it right here. You can read on down some more, but I was pretty much getting the point right here. Second Ezra 13:40 to 42 and things like that. But Lord willing, it was edifying. If you got any questions, new Jakes that's interested, and eager to know more, you can hit me up and down below in the description box, and I'll respond. But Lord willing, that was edifying. Want to give all praises, glory, and honor to the Heavenly Father and the Son by their true names. Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem, Ha Rakar Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And honors and salutations to my Akim, a Great Millstone that's pushing this truth throughout the four corners, wherever you're scattered. We almost out of here, and keep pushing. Shalom.